by Ethan Indigo Smith, contributing writer for Wake Up World, read by Roland Newcomb. Eastern theologians long ago began to recognize and utilize numbers for their potential illustration of metaphysical connection and information. 108 is perhaps the ultimate of all such numerical illustrations. Many people who believe that those who use numerological symbolism are merely placing value on things in some kind of obsessive-compulsive behavior. I've had an inner debate on this, as well as a discussion of such numerological understandings, and have come to the conclusion that such can be an obsessive projection, but often it's not. The numerological metaphysical value of 108 is not originally derived from obsessive projection, no matter how many times people have placed it in such a way. There are some things you simply cannot project or make up. For instance, the diameter of the Earth at the equator is 7,926 miles. The diameter of the Sun is 108 times that, about 865,000. The average distance between the Earth and the Sun is 108 times the diameter, 93,020,000 miles. The average distance from the Earth to the Moon is 238,800 miles, about 108 times the Moon's diameter of 2,180. The relationship of the Sun, Earth, and Moon provide for all life and moreover all consciousness on the Earth. And the size and distance between the familiar celestial objects are all in the divine portion of 108. Through this astronomical, divine, and miraculous positioning, 108 is symbolic of the celestial order and perfection, our microcosmic position in the macrocosm. The long form of most Tai Chi Chuan styles contains 108 movements, and one of the first yoga systems to be brought to the West, the 5 Tibetan Rites of Rejuvenation, contains 108 breath-coordinated movements when done in the recommended 21 repetitions and including 3 movements of the 6th rite. The celestial orchestration of Earth, the Sun, and our Moon is based on a balanced ratio of 108, and a reflection of this is the utilization of 108 in some of the most celebrated meditative movements. All serious practitioners repeat mantras 108 times, often using mala beads, with 108 beads. 108 is the key to metaphysical intuition. 108 links the micro and macro further in its representation of time. 1 for the present, 0 for the past, and 8 for the infinite future. 108 emotions in the war world. Among Eastern theology, there is said to be 108 emotions, 36 of the present, 36 of the past, 36 of the future. Whether or not there might be more or less emotions than presented is unimportant to the point that, just like our physical bodies can only be well or express disease in so many ways, our emotional bodies express ourselves the same. When we are emotionally disturbed, we behave in disturbed ways. We lose our connection to the present. And when we are not present, we are more easily destabilized and tricked into behaving in disturbed ways. To learn more, check out Ethan's previous articles, Hate, the Ultimate Social Control Mechanism, and Where Are the Peacemakers? Our institutions are designed for war. Being emotionally present is extremely difficult the longer one has been emotionally in the past or the future. Many people, no matter if they appear to be happy or sad, are simply not emotionally present. In fact, much of the mediated entertainment available through commercial media is made to keep one in the past or the future. For example, television is based on taking one outside oneself, away from being present, into, say, a story about the past or the potential future, combined with commercials that take one away from the present by presenting problems and solutions they solve for those problems. Problems one has faced in the past or may face in the future. Most all entertainment is designed to take us away from the present. Emotional presence. Being emotionally present leads to peaceful stability. Being emotionally caught up in the past or the future, upset by what happened, or expectant of what might happen, puts us in a mind state that's easily swayed by nefarious manipulators to operate and perpetuate a war world. Even war itself is based on some idea concerning a past event or some future potential. One of the best ways to be present is to practice meditation. If you have never meditated, or if your ego has convinced you that you cannot meditate, simply contemplate 108. The point of meditation is mindlessness. Meditation is mindfulness, but fullness of mind of the present. Think of one thing, the breath. Allow the thoughts that arise as distractions from the ego to come and go like traffic. Be mindfully calm of the breath. Mindfulness of breath enables one to relax, to be present with each breath, and, if only for a moment, to think of nothing. This in turn opens up our consciousness, so we are capable of thinking of infinity. 1, 0, 8. Be present and meditate, for if you are not in training, you are being trained. And in the war world, if we're not training to be mindful people, we're generally trained for mindless war, for a war world mentality. Consider the following so as to decrease your likelihood of being tricked. Great doubt, great awakening. Little doubt, little awakening. No doubt, no awakening. A Zen saying.